Gamers, we have returned once more to the crazy world of the Bazaar. Let's do some ranked matches. Don't look at my face and then think that I'm not happy to be here. The reason I may seem to have a more muted visage right now is because I've just been playing Trick Shot Simulator. So I'm coming off of an emotional high and then going to something a little bit more analytic. Now, I enjoy the harpoon. I enjoy it. Can I tell you something further? I think we take it. And I'm not taking it as a meme. I actually genuinely think that the cannon is not bad. Don't put in the paper that I said it's bad. We should win this. Please just destroy a Fang. I would live with that. But I think that it is only good for like 2 days. And I would probably end up trying to build my whole run around it and possibly limit my potential as a result. Now the harpoon, it's not really like you don't want it to be your number one option. Like if your number one option with the ball in your hand, 1 point down with 2 seconds left on the clock, if you're passing the ball to harpoon, you probably lose. But 6 man off the bench, role player, you know, a facilitator, a distributor, sure. And we can always go to free agency and maybe pick up like a LeBron James or something, right? I mean, he's done it before. Okay, so no matter what, don't take regen, take the shop. Take the shop!
Sale, no sale.
In the shop,
Right for you.
in the shop, I like a double barrel.
Well, I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
I like a shovel to help us get our board filled up. And I would like to just peer into the abyss at what else may be available. I could easily sell a Fang, get to 4 gold, and then, I mean, to be honest with you, I think you run Langxian. And we're kind of going out on a limb here, but we got a lot of different options. Now, I'm going to put the harpoon out there. I would love a damage bonus. Your weapons deal plus 10 damage. I'm not going to sell the shovel. Yeah, I mean, 10 damage. It's not that bad. Now, we may win. We may lose. We may learn to sing the blues. But no matter what, we have a foundation here. Now, you got a lot of small items. What do we want to destroy? Destroying seaweed would probably be for the best. There's a lot of stuff that would be not great to hit. Yeah, that's one of them. This is unwinnable. They're going to be healing too much. The damage is whatever. It's the healing that's going to be impossible for us to get around. That's okay. I really think if we destroy the seaweed, we probably win this one. But I mean, I got to give them credit. They got 5 small items. They were playing harpoon defense, man. On the bright side, we got a lot of flexibility in our run right now. I really thought we might actually tie. We were like 1 tick behind. Okay, we'll continue. I'm not that upset about that. It was kind of a... Whenever your silver item is like a utility item like this, I think it makes it harder to anticipate a victory for sure. Now, this all being said, I don't really want to go to Curio with $5 in my pocket. I think we lose a lot of these. I'm going to take the XP. I understand the idea of the income, but I'm going to take the XP. And I was hoping, as I am always hoping, that we would see Covetous. Even though we don't have a super good Covetous build. This would be a crazy skill though, man. We haven't gotten this skill in a bit. Haste the weapon 3 seconds is nutty. But I'd settle for basically whatever. This is like a perfect beggars can't be choosers moment. Also, the mosquito is so good to fight, man. Good, possibly good. You need to build around it a little bit for sure. It's the worst, but still not horrible. Obviously good, good. I got no quarrel with this. I don't think I'm gonna sell it yet, but I have no quarrel with it. Where? Oh, this came from the shovel. I didn't even look. Marbles is like... I think it's pretty good, man. It's good to trigger slow skills, at least. That's kind of incredible. Now, I'm very... honestly, you give me a little support. I give you a little support. How do you feel about that? Now, with 12 gold, I'll take a small non-weapon for free. That's not very good. But the Piranha at least fits on the board and benefits from the skill. Sells non-weapon items or 60 HP. To be honest with you, I think having 60 extra HP this early on might matter. Okay, pigs before Fixer Upper is a guaranteed diamond enchanted item. So we're probably just dealing with squares. Yes, there we go. Longbow and boomerang. We've been mercifully saved. There's no regal blade. That stings. I'm not gonna lie to you, that hurts. Certainly feels like a loss because we're losing. Also because they're scaling better. Okay. But don't cry yet. It would be better to win early. But we've gone up against, like, I mean, those are two pretty strong builds early on. The fact that we have a silver Langxian gives us a chance to get out of the hole. Adjacent items gain 2% crit chance. Actually, sadly, possibly meaningful. Let's take a peek at these so-called items. I'll take an early Cove. I don't really see us rocking a 2-burn lighter. I don't really see us rocking a repeater, even though these can be good options. I'm sorry, I just don't think I see it. I'm gonna buy you just to have something to fill the board with, but you're not really... You're not high on my list of what I'm looking for. Wow! That's... Listen, we've been losing, but that's insanely great luck. That's kind of incredible. Now, we often fight Tempest Flame Dancer, but to be honest, I don't really think we need... Well, I need to win. And I'm not totally sure that we probably do against the Frost Giant, but... The Frost Street Challenger, whatever his name is. I think, given the circumstances, we kind of have to go all in on this Langxian. It's gold on day 3, which is like way, way, way ahead of where I expected it to be. Especially because we didn't even start with it. Like, we got it at our last shop on day 1 at the bronze level. We've just gotten, like, super lucky. Which is great. I appreciate it.
To be
Now, if we were gonna upgrade an item, Cove just feels like a bit of a dead end. I do want to go to Bazaar real quick and just see what happens to marbles. They slow longer. I feel like this is actually a situation where we take a skill. And I very rarely do this, but let's give it a try, man. 4% crit chance coming from 0 is pretty good, admittedly, but 20 extra damage, that means something as well. Let's throw the Cutlass out here, and it can take the 20 extra damage because it attacks much faster. And then try, maybe put you here. But yes, of course. I see the problem now. There we go. Try another fight. I think we should be more than equipped to take out the Rogue Scrapper. And the more fights we can get into with the Langxian, the more likely it will eventually pull us out of this hole we find ourselves stuck in. At least we broke something that could, like, theoretically be useful for them. I would love Rust! I would love Rust. Gold medkit. If we ever get like a seaweed or something, there's some value to that. 13 gold. I am going to, like, listen, I would love free damage, but the possibility of us getting a crow's nest is really valuable to me. Hang on, this is crazy. Being realistic, Seaweed only really works. I know I said I wanted it, but it only really works if we're going aquatic. So I do think, like, you're probably gone, and you're probably in. And then you're fairly tempting, but I do like what the harpoon can do for us. And the trebuchet, at the bronze level, at trebuchet, replacing you and you, I'm willing to...
Too much treasure,
no,
not enough chest.
Not enough chest. That's right, not enough chest.
Maybe I can resell.
I'm willing to give it a try.
Happy to exploit you.
I think we got the right order. I was really looking for a crow's nest, and I've been looking for a crow's nest a lot because I don't think I've had a run recently where if I don't have a crow's nest by like day 6 or 7, I feel like I have a chance at all. Because you need some form of survivability. You either have to have heal, shield, or lifesteal. Or you have to do way more burst damage than I seem to be capable of doing. Which is also probably fairly plausible, to be fair. But the long-term play, I think, and I believe sincerely, is Crow's Nest, Diamond Langxian. You piece. You piece of yo-yo. This is ranked, okay? So like I'm not gonna cry about it. Oh, we don't have it. We do have enough space. You gotta sell something. Sorry. Because I want to get something from our shovel, obviously. But like our run is better than 0 wins. That being said, we've had runs that are bad that get a win that they're not supposed to get. No, we still didn't get our item. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be sincere with you. It's sharpening stone into Langxian. Yes, it doesn't multicast, but it's the weapon I feel most confident is gonna be sticking around.
Place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
I'm okay spending 4 gold on a reroll here. Although, well, want something we're likely to stick with. When you use a weapon, it gains 3 damage for the fight. It's great for you. It's not great for Langxian, but maybe there's a double barrel run in our future. So this is our best shot at a crow's nest, obviously. And I see no reason to believe that it's like not gonna happen. It's probably built in. It's probably destined, man.
Laughing at me.
What do you got for me? A golden bar. I'm not disappointed necessarily. I'm disappointed. I'm not deflated necessarily. It's nice to have the gold. How about some silver tier items that make me rethink our entire run? It's an interesting idea, right? I'm gonna... Okay, you're gone. You're gone. I wish I didn't have to do that. I wish I felt I didn't have to do that. What we've been doing so far has not worked for us, unfortunately. So what do I think we should do? At least give it a try. I wish I'd kept the marbles, though. Don't really want to haste anything. Can't really afford it. Maybe we'll get a free item. Get an item. That's a great item. It's not what we're looking for, but it is a great item. You know, it's a bank anyway. Just store it, okay. You don't, never mind, I'm stupid. You don't need powder horn. You don't need powder horn. You pull this. You run this instead. I think we do bad against pigs, because I think pigs, small item pig is not the meta right now. It's squares until fixer-upper. But they do have some smalls. They do also have an Adelatl, but they got some smalls in there. Hold the biggie. Stop slowing me. What the heck is slowing me down so much? Destroy some more item. I'm in trouble, man. No, I'm not. We won a round. Okay. Oh, when you slow a weapon... Oh, it was the amber, which I've heard tell is the color of your energy or whatever. Okay, at least we're not going to get skunked. Now we got to find a way to get to 4. And pretty bad. Pretty birdie. You know what I'm talking about? We have at least an experience path here, which I appreciate. Gunpowder is interesting. I mean, to be fair, a harpoon with 2 bullets probably means we don't need to use a ramrod anymore, but these do give 20%, well, it gives 20% crit chance to the double barrel at least. Let's see what we got in the form of loot, though. Watch it be gunpowder. Oh, 10% crit chance. Very important. I would take a look at some ammo items. A double barrel would really hit the spot. You might say I've got like maybe a little bit too much of an adherence to the harpoon. I'll admit that. I'm kind of feeling out the harpoon, to be honest with you. I don't know yet where it ends up. But I used it like the first few times I played the game. And after that, I was like, I know everything about this game. The harpoon is bad. And then I didn't use it until like, I don't know if it was last episode or 2 episodes ago or whatever, but it was saving my life. 8% flat crit chance upgrade is very nice, man. I don't know. I guess I'm still looking for a large shop for Langxian Crow's Nest. Enchanted item with haste effects? Are you kidding me? I need to see what happens to Star Chart if it gets turboed, because it's a little easier to imagine Star Chart sticking on the board. First time you fall below half health, haste 3 items. Does Langxian potentially haste itself? Haste 2 items for 3 seconds. Ramrod, haste 1 item for 2 seconds. Double barrel, haste 2 items for 1 second. Which is really 4 items for 1 second, if you think about it. Now, Curio could be good, but I mean, you got a Langxian and a decent run. Any chance you have to fight is something you should take, I think. And this is nice because, like, the double barrel will make the Langxian fire faster, which is really what we need to win. This is pretty good, man. Like, I don't think it's a 10-win worthy run, but I think I could see this being the foundation of something that takes us a little further in. Upgrade silver or lower? What happens to Ramrod on upgrade? It reloads more ammo and raises crit chance. And double barrel gains 25 damage, which is pretty meager when you look at what we're rocking here. And then Star Chart gains 15% cooldown and crit chance. I think I'm kind of surprised I'm doing it too. Maybe it's because we got the NFT up there. I go Ramrod, man. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. This looks not great given the stats of my opponent. I still would like a crow's nest. But maybe it's not in the cards for us on this one, and that's okay. All we need is that Langxian to fire fast. Faster? Faster? That was nice. How about a little faster? Just a little... Maybe it's good, man. Now, I will admit, the harpoon appears to be doing very little. If we could get another good ammo weapon to go next to the ramrod, there could be something here. There could be something here. Can you use a tech? Charge this 1 second. Okay, you're gone. Realistically, you're not coming back. I don't think you're coming back, and we probably don't need the bronze items that much, but when you use a weapon, it gains 6 damage for the fight. As long as we're rocking the double barrel, I can live with that. We're in the zone now. Not necessarily guaranteed wins, but we're in the zone a little bit. There's got to be Mosquito, man. The cooldown is... It's what we need. It's what we need. It's got everything the body needs. Now the question is, do you use it on the double barrel or do you just send it straight to the Langxian? That's a tough question, because you attacking 7% faster also generates haste faster, but I gotta... Well, we don't have to worry about it.
Walk it.
Although, to be honest, you could cut Harpoon, run Neurotoxin next to Double Barrel to get some slows, and then that, I think it would only really be great if we had the slow, if we had some slow enabling skills, but something to it. This guy sells slow skills, man. Hang on. I mean, gold tier skills are a given, but this... What? Let me take a peek. I never do this. Let's explore this.
I will need some time.
When you slow, your items gain 1% crit chance. I gotta go a little better than that. First 4 times you use an ammo item, slow an item. The first time you slow, freeze an item for 3 seconds. I think you do that. In theory... I mean, I could always take, like, bullet time if you prefer or whatever. Give it a second. It's possible the game is going offline for maintenance. Let me check my Discord. It's been known to happen. Let me see the Bazaar. Nobody's talking about maintenance. That's okay. There we go. It actually worked this time. I'm thinking you pull Harpoon, put Neural Toxin right here. I recognize the foible of it. Don't get me wrong. I recognize the foible. I gotta take a look at Curio. With this much money, you gotta take a look at Curio. It's a horrible shop, man. It's an absolutely god-awful shop. I don't really think you need to buy anything in the first shop. That's more like it.
Well, you're doing your
I would
part.
happily just put an icicle out there.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
And do you buff slows? 1 slow. So you would... I mean, slowing an item for 2 seconds every time this shoots, which it does all the time. That's not so bad, man.
Waiting for you.
Didn't I just buy 2 things? What happened to the other thing I bought? Maybe I ate it. Oh, it was a chocolate bar, I'm assuming. Oh, it's right there! In front of my eyes. Oh, of course. Okay. Certainly a different sort of board for day 6, but the less active items we have, the more likely Langxian is to be frozen, but also the more likely it is to receive haste, so... You got a lot of shielded items there, little bro. That's something we don't like to see. However...
Next time, boy.
That was pretty good.
Less blunder. More
Now, I'm not saying it was all neural toxin, but dude, I changed my board in response to a skill shop. Did you see that? That's atypical for a fella like me. That's normally I just go gold skills, put the skills in the bag. If you like the video, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, here. We might as well get some value out of that. I'm going to go ahead and... I mean, I'm not thrilled with what we have. The Cutlass, I know I just sold something into it. It's never going to get used, man. It's never going to get used. The board is... We're past that. This is a crazy bad haul from the gumballs, but I mean, we had a lot of money. How about you sell slow items? A slow item might allow us to take out the neural toxin.
This bazaar is a manic hive. I seek
Haste a non-weapon. It's a non-weapon build. We're not really an eel builder. Now that's interesting. When you use the weapon to the left of this, slow an item for 2 seconds. Which is exactly what you do But you also... I'm thinking. When you use another weapon, charge this 2 seconds. Does 160 damage, slows an item for 3 seconds. I don't have the money. I don't know why I was entertaining the thought. You're interesting.
I see your
The only problem is I have to find a way to put Ramrod out there too. So like you could always, it is technically better. And to be fair, I was going to say it would get 30 damage, but it's going to take 30 damage off of you, which is actually bad because you only attack. No, you would attack twice. Okay.
Linger in your moments. Lie languid in the river of time.
It's certainly an interesting way to structure your board. Like, you really don't need to be here anymore. But that's okay. Okay, well, I'll settle for cooldown reduction. All of this is like, we're worrying about whether we should put like, you know, 1% of our net worth into like Peloton stock or something like that. The thing that matters is that your dollar cost averaging into the Langxian. All of this is like secondary, I think, as long as you're doing the little things right. When this gains haste, your items gain 3% crit chance. I would rather you just gain the crit chance and not have a chance to steal the haste. The 25 extra damage means something, but I think we need to fill out our board, man, because you no longer really apply. You apply, man! When you crit haste an item for 1 second, you're on 41% crit chance. Adjacent items have plus 15% crit chance, but it's not possible for me to get you in the position I want to get you in. Yes, that's correct. As long as we have this, at least. But if maybe it's worth dumping this, but then we lose out on a freeze as well. Adjacent items have 25% crit chance. 25? 25% crit chance? 15? When you crit haste 1 second, I know we lose the freeze, but I think I'm loving every second of it, man. I think I'm loving every second of it. I know it looks crazy. It is a little crazy. I'm putting it in Langxian, I'm sorry. Langxian is my ride or die, man. Oh, excuse me, I want to engage you. Oh, but silencer changes everything. Gold silencer? Okay, I have a feeling you're gonna wash me.
Go ahead. Underestimate me.
The patch has been out for literally 6 days, and you have a big diamond next to your avatar. That scares me. But let's see. Spiked shield and lots of shielding. We need hasted Langxian. We need it to haste faster. We need it to crit. It chose not to. I take offense to that. There we go! Now we got a squad. Do it again. No! Okay, we were really close, though. If you hadn't whiffed on that crit chance, we were in there. Now, I know you're saying move the spyglass, but I don't know what to do with it. Let's be realistic. You're never coming back. You shouldn't have been there in the first place. Get out of my life. You're lowering cooldown by 25% on you, which matters. But you existing out here is probably lowering the cooldown more. Okay, okay. I'm sorry, we're not gonna... The bronze items are not gonna move the needle now, but I do appreciate everything the shovel's done for me. I'm still going Langxian mode. On the cheap, I'm going budget Langxian. We're going cooldown reduction. You need the crit, man. How could you not be critting? Your crit chance is 66. This Langxian should be hasted out of its gourd, man. Embarrassing. Cosmic plumage. Embarrassing. You embarrass yourself. Sorry, 4 is so doable, man. We continue. I mean, 9% cooldown reduction is pretty severe. Forget a crow's nest. They just hooked us up with lifesteal Langxian. Now, it's a problem because it takes like 6 seconds for it to attack. But if it attacks once, we have a great chance of hanging. I'll take that 4% crit chance. This guy's shop is not working too well today. A pig. Okay, surprise, surprise, a pig. A 4-win pig.
Not to squabble with nobodies.
Please show me some crits out of our... No, not a heavy fixer-upper. 2 seconds, slow 3 items for 1 second. No, with 1300 shield? They don't know what they're doing. And I'm not saying I would. It's obviously...
I don't believe my sisters.
It's obviously a complicated system.
I'm a good swimmer.
Every time something gets too powerful and they pull it out of the game, something they haven't changed becomes more powerful than any item we've ever seen in our entire life before. Golden fishing rod. Right now it's fixer-upper. And you're like, it's simple, man. Just take fixer-upper out of the game. If they take fixer-upper out of the game, something else, hitherto unseen, is going to pop up to be the specter that we rise up against once more. It never ends, man. The system's too complicated. I propose that we reduce the Bazaar to 3 items until we figure out how to balance it. What are the 3 items? One of them's rock, one of them's paper, and I think you can fill out the 3rd one. It's dynamite. Now, we don't need to win the game. We just need to get to 4 wins, get our treasure chest, and get out of here.
Surface of the outlands.
Nah, man, no. For 1 gold, we can do better. When your enemy uses a weapon, charge your Bs. When you buy a property, get a B. I feel like that's not what we're looking for. Ballista, when you haste this game... Okay, hang on, though. Hang on. When you haste, this gains 20 damage. When this gains haste, charge it 2 seconds. You're gone, bud. We're going ballista mode. I can't believe it, but it's true. And now you can actually get some extra crit chance off of this. How about the first time you crit freeze?
Strike once.
How about the first time you crit freeze? Oh, this is way worse. This is substantially worse, man. Sounds crazy? Take no skill, because I don't want you to gum up my my skill upgrade shops. Now let's see what this ballista is capable of, man.
You find mastery. Incredible. I yield to your skill.
I don't know. I definitely feel like spices adding 81 damage to you is not good. Alright, me and you, Purdue. Me and you. This might be it, man. This might be the end, but we gotta give it a try. I guess we'd rather have it like... Because I would rather you get the extra crit chance. Yeah, that's right. Now you got it. 60, 40, yeah. Because the crits also generate extra haste, and the haste generates damage for ballista, but more importantly, it helps Langxian shoot faster.
I've seen my share of storms.
Poison build? Burn build. Burn build. With a port. A hasted port, no less. Okay. No, no, no. You can't freeze my Langxian. That's like the one item. You don't have my permission to freeze it. We take those and we get a treasure chest. We maintain our rank at bronze 5. What have I done? I sat on my microphone cord. Okay. I mean, we fought for this one. We fought for this one, man. Just not what we're built for. Sorry. Just not what we're built for. You're never coming out again, though I do appreciate your slow. I probably should have stuck with that, but didn't.
Well,
Now, how about like a...
what can I get you?
Any chance I could upgrade you? Diamond fishing rod? Sure, man. If we live for another day, we'll be stoked. Dock lines is really good. It just... Dock lines is really good. I'm sorry. I know this takes away some haste, which makes Ballista worse, but...
I like the exercise.
It has to... We have to give it a try. We don't really burn. I like you. We don't burn, though. It's a strange-looking build.
Hope you packed a change of clothes, because you're gonna get dirty.
Lifesteal sub is interesting, but I think we've invested too much. Deadly blowgun. It would come out with like 30 damage. It's a very interesting offer, but I think we gotta do better. I don't really know what would be better. We might just want to take... you're not a toy, okay. We might just want to take something expensive and then sell it. The core gains 5 damage for the fight. When you use the core, reload this. Are you joking me? That's my dude right there. It's not necessarily that good, but a 4% across the board cooldown reduction? Sure, man. Not to mention the 16 gold. I don't think we beat the Colossus. I don't know if we beat Property Baron, to be honest with you. So let's stay tight in here. Any skills you got? When you use an item with ammo against 5% crit chance? That would be pretty good. I could live with that.
Not even a battle?
Yeah, that's not so bad. And how about a gold tier loot item, if you don't mind? That's really good. It's the kind of stuff, it's not like run winning, but it's like that's amazing loot to get. We've gotten a lot of cooldown reduction, man. We're almost ready for PvP. Another skill shop. They've actually been hooking us up with some great shops, which I very much appreciate. Almost clicked on the wrong one. If you have 4 or fewer items, okay, gain 10% crit chance. When the more you crit, that's expensive and it's a little slow. The more you crit, the more, I was going to say the more haste we get, but no, that's not the truth. All right, I'm ready to die against Pinko Stinko. I'm ready to die against Pinko Stinko. I think we did a good job getting the 4. I would love to keep it going, but I'm prepared for what appears to be inevitable as well. It's kind of a crazy cannon, don't get me wrong. Nice hit. Good crits. Just hold for a second here. Ooh, the ballista! Maybe the dualies are onto something, man. Maybe the dualies are onto something. And I, to be honest with you, I think that there's really no reason for dock lines to be here. It's better than a loser ray. You are a friend, to be fair, but I think it's better than a loser ray. But we could do a lot better. I would take a peek at a free slow item on day 11. When you slow, this gains 10 damage. Just doesn't... It synergizes, but it doesn't fit, I think. We would need to make the whole board look in your favor. First time you crit, freeze something for 3 seconds. Okay, that's another freeze. I really don't know who to fight. I'm kind of surprised to be alive. But you know what I owe it to? Yes, I owe it to Double Barrel, but more than anything else, I think you got to put a lot of respect on the Obsidian Langxian which is literally, it's no fuss, no muss. We haven't asked anything of it for the entire run. It just sits in its lane and wins matches. That's all it does. I need to take a peek at a couple things. Ballista doesn't charge more, but it gains more haste. Dock lines hits one extra item. I got it. I mean, there's aura about the diamond dock lines.
Inspire the crew.
There's just a little bit of aura. I don't know what you want me to say, man. I see it, you see it, we all see it. And the free items have been kind of crazy. What is this? Slow 2 items for 2 seconds. Adjacent items have 25% crit chance. If I could reload, that'd be something, man. You gotta. That's, if we got it early enough, that's crazy, but you just gotta take the easy loot on this one. And you gotta put that easy loot straight into your Langxian. And then I do think like Pig is he's the big cheese this patch, man. That's okay. Vanessa will be back at some point. They'll remove Fixer Upper and people will start complaining about Double Barrel or something. Do I see a Fixer Upper? No, it's a square Pig. Honestly, just looking at your board, it appears to basically do everything I do but better. So yeah, like, I mean, you got Shield, a weapon that did as much damage as our Langxian that also had lifesteal. Yeah. That's understandable. 5 wins when things were looking a little cursed early. You're not gonna, I'm proud of myself a little bit. You know what you're not gonna like is what I'm about to say. We honestly, that could have been a 7-win game. It probably didn't have a 10 in it, from me at least. But if we win one of those early days where we ran into a few overcharged opponents, in my opinion, just not like anything untowards was happening. I've got so many of this item, man. But, you know, the opponents were just better than the average opponent you'd expect to face on that day. That could have been a 7-win, but, you know, maybe it could have also been a 2-win. So I'll take it. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. Later!